Great, yeah, thanks so much for joining. I've been watching your TikToks and just kind of seeing what you're up to, and I see you're doing a lot of music now, which is really exciting, and it sounds dope.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I took like a 2-month break. Just kind of found myself a little bit and working on crazy stuff, bro. Like a lot of crazy stuff coming up in the mix with acting as well. Working with other actors on set and things like that with like a $30,000 camera. You know those red cameras?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're filming on that. So just getting back in the flow, dude. I needed those 2 months for sure.
What kind of things have you been up to? What do you have planned either for release, or what are you planning on doing in 2021?
Yeah, for sure. So next year in January, obviously, like next month, I got a new song coming out. I don't know when the release date is exactly, but I do know it's coming in January. That one's gonna be called I Don't Even Know, but it's gonna be abbreviated, just IDEK. And then that one's good, man. That one's better than my last release, so I'm happy about that. And then the skits are gonna be end of January. 2 skits a week on YouTube and TikTok.
Wow, that's a lot of content.
Yeah, so we're gonna have 4 months of content. So yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I got some wine as well, bro.
Nice. Twinning. Hell yeah.
Where are you from?
I live in Jersey. I used to have an office in Brooklyn, but once COVID hit, I just kind of haven't been there in 6 months. But
Nice.
I'm trying to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to come out to LA because the weather's better and the rent's the same.
Right.
And the beach is there. But I do a lot of like media production. Do like commercial video work for like corporate stuff, events, art related stuff too. So just like a lot of video stuff. And New York City was like a good place for it because it's so cramped. There's so many people. Yeah. Have you always been in LA?
Yeah, I've grew up around an hour and a half away from LA. 2 hours with traffic. It's a little city called Riverside. But yeah, I'm always by the beach. I love the beach. LA's a little bit of what I like, but not too much. Like I don't like all the parties and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
So what kind of got you into acting and music?
Well, I was always into music since I was a little kid. Never thought I'd be making music, honestly. I didn't know I wanted to act until like a year and a half ago. I'd just thought I'd dabble in it, and I fell in love with it. And I knew I wanted to do it when people were making fun of me, you know. So that's when I knew I fell in love with it, and that's what I want to do, you know. But I started posting, you know, these cringy TikTok videos that I didn't know were cringy. I took it serious, and then I got the whole world was laughing. You probably know about that. And then just kept sticking with it. Every day I would do those cringy videos, and then a lot of people feel like, dang, he's not stopping even though he's got the whole world against him, or the whole TikTok world, I'd say. And then I've always wanted to do music, and I got together with my manager, and he finally pressed the button for the music. I was like, all right, let's do it. So I just released my last single like a month ago. So we're gonna release a song a month. We didn't choose December because most people choose to release during the end of the year, and then the labels just push that music, and then your music doesn't really get pushed because I'm a smaller artist. But yeah, we choose to drop on January. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw like the behind the scenes that you did on your TikTok for the music, and it seems like you're putting just as much work into it as with acting, because you took like acting super seriously. You were like doing all these crazy setups. So it seems like you're really, really going all in with the music too. And
Yeah, I
That's
mean, yeah, dude. I'm going all out. I'm going all out. Anything I have a passion for, I go all out for. Um, and I do it for me also, but I also do it to inspire other people. Like, who cares what everyone thinks, you know? And I know that sounds so cliche, but to really live that saying, that quote, that advice, it says a lot, you know?
yeah, I think it's once you realize that like you shouldn't care about what other people think, then that's when you really start doing exactly what you want because you're never worried about what people think of you or that's like the same realization I came to like about 2 years ago too because I used to so worry about like, oh, how are people perceiving me, like what's my image coming out to, but at the end of the day it's about being happy.
Right.
So,
Exactly. It's what you want to do, man. And if honestly, if you're not doing what you want to do, I mean, is that a life? Is that quality? So, to me, I just do what I want to do and do it with all my might and my strength, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I really enjoy what I do despite of all the hate I get, for sure.
I think slowly people are kind of realizing that and seeing it, like, because before, a lot of people just kind of, if they see someone's making fun of somebody, they kind of catch on too because they think it's a trend. It's funny to just do what everyone is doing. Because like even now, if you go to your TikTok, there's so many people that are like, oh, like I thought you were bad, but like now I see the hype about it. Like there's like big TikTok people too. They're commenting like I used to hate on you. I used to make fun of you, and now it's crazy to see what you're doing now. So
Yeah, I mean, I get a little less of that because right now, because of I haven't posted in so long, so I lost a little bit of relevancy. But I know, man, I'll be back. Trust me.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you have coming up.
Thank you, dude. Yeah, a lot of other creators like to go off of what you just said. A lot of other creators, I feel like. I mean, what else can they do? You can't go against me your whole life. You gotta, I'm not gonna stop in the most humble way. Like I'm not gonna stop ever. So you might as well just ride the wave.
yep.
You got to. And I feel like a lot of people are understanding now that I got so much. I paid my dues with the hate.
Yeah.
So what got you into acting and music? Was there like a specific trigger or like a somebody who influenced you into it?
I've always been into movies. Like I said, I didn't know I wanted to act, but I knew where TikTok was going. I mean, if I was like a stockholder, if there was even stocks that was like, I'd definitely buy in because I knew where this app was going. And so I always thought ahead, like, what can I do on this app to get to where I need to be? So I said, okay, well, I'm not really, I mean, I'm funny, but I'm not funny. I don't think I'm funny. And so I don't do comedy, which is ironic because a lot of people think these are funny. But I was like, you know what, I'm going to try acting. So I did it, and I was like, I'll keep doing it. And so I fell in love with it just in the process of doing that. Then the music, I've always loved the music. But what got me to do it was I would always, I'm influenced by so many artists, man, like Juice and Lil Peep and even older stuff like Billy Idol and 80s, The Cure, New Order, stuff like that. So I've been influenced by a lot of music, but I would always sing and stuff behind the curtains. I was thinking with the platform I had, I for sure have to do. I love it, so why not? So I just went on it. But I don't. The thing is I don't put out any song or any music. It has to be perfect because that's how I am. I'm a perfectionist. I overthink way too much. I'm like, is this a good song? You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what got me into it, really.
Yeah, I definitely see the Juice World type vibes in the songs. It's crazy, like, Because when I decided to check out your music, I didn't know what to expect because I've seen so many like TikTok stars just try to make music and it just comes out pretty trash. And then so when I listen to your thing, I'm like, this is legit. Like this is so legit.
Yeah, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. We put in like last week. I was 48 hours straight in the studio. Like I really, and I don't post about it usually. I don't compare myself to others. That's the biggest thing. If anyone's listening out right now, like just really focus on yourself, and when it's your time, it'll be your time. So yeah, I appreciate it, bro. I put a lot of passion and effort into this, and I speak from the heart of experiences that I've been through.
So how much time do you think, like if you could put a percentage for how much you're putting into music compared to acting, or like filming any skits or shorts, what would you put that percentage at?
Definitely 80-20 as of right now. More music. Reason being is because there's a longer process with the acting. So like you have to get a screenwriter. I mean, we have a screenwriter, but he's got to come up with, a solid thing that we all agree on. You got to come up with where you want to shoot. You got to come up with who's going to be in the shoot, like the short, what location, all the equipment, get it ready, editing. So there's a lot that comes the longer process with the acting. And right now I need to work behind bars. Otherwise I'd just be sitting here, right? So I said, might as well just work on the music. So right now more of my attention is on music. Not that, a lot of people are getting confused that, oh, you were an actor. Yeah, like I'm both, I got something on my wall right here. It says, you are the best actor and artist to ever live. So I always tell myself, like, you are like the best to ever live. So and I don't mean that to be like douchey or cocky or anyway. I just wanna, there's a bigger picture of all of this that I don't explain really.
Yeah, you need that drive, you need that motivation, because it's like if you can't tell yourself that you're the best anything that you be, then no one else will believe it. No one else will see it that way. So
it starts from you. Yeah, exactly, dude. It starts from you believing in yourself. And that is definitely hard, down the road when the numbers aren't how they used to be, or the people aren't, engaging as much as they used to be. So there's definitely some obstacles thrown at like different people. For me right now, that's the biggest obstacle right now is I'm getting older. Like I'm turning 21 on Tuesday, so like
happy early birthday.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I can't, be doing this my whole life without it succeeding or paying off, right? So, yeah, it's definitely hard.
So what kind of things are like what's on your radar? Where do you want to be, let's say 5 years from now or like 10 years from now? Do you have any specific goals you're trying to hit? I know you want to get an Oscar.
Yeah, I get this asked all the time. And it always changes because everything's on my mind all the time. But dude, I'll be like, I'll keep it a buck with you. If I could do the same thing I'm doing now in 5 years, I'll be as happy as can be. Obviously I got mental health issues and stuff, but like I'm happy with me doing this. Yeah, man, that's probably not the answer you want to hear, but I definitely want to get an Oscar. I definitely think that's obviously on my top 3. And then I want to get a Billboard hit, That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some cool songs in the stash that I think that are definitely Billboard valuable.
Have you like slid in any people's DMs, seeing if they want to collab on your music? Any artists you're inspired by?
I haven't yet. I probably should though.
Yeah.
I thought, I need to definitely be more confident because I'm always second guessing. Yo, is this good? Is this fire? Like my team is always like, yo, stop overthinking. Appreciate what you're making actually. So I never get to really appreciate what I'm releasing. I'm always like, what's next? What's next? I'm trying to get better, and it's a gift and a curse, you know. So yeah, no, I haven't DM'd anybody. I probably should though. MGK, he's
Mm-hmm.
definitely up there. He's in the lane that I'm doing, or I'm in his lane, whatever how you want to put it. But I wish Juice was still alive, man. He's definitely got a big
Yeah.
influence on me for sure. Um, and Peep, Lil Peep.
Yeah.
How about you? What kind of music you listen to, bro?
So are you working on an album, or are you going to be, like you mentioned, trying to drop like a single every month?
Yeah, I got an EP coming. I don't know exactly. I don't know if February, March. I don't know yet. It's gonna be called. This is the first person I ever told actually. It's gonna be called "Love Me for My Unstable Mind."
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's definitely a deep, deep part of my life that I definitely want to share, and I'm gonna release it 100%. I just don't know when. But obviously in the beginning of next year.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. I'm excited, bro. I really want the world to hear what is in the stash right now, and I'm so like impatient. I want you guys to hear it because I'm starting to think that it's like, okay, yeah, but I definitely still need to get more confidence.
Any other topics you want to talk about? Have you ever when you first started uploading to TikTok, did you ever expect to get that much traction?
Well, I first started posting like comedic skits, like relatable skits, like for instance, um, your parents would put money under your pillow. You think it's the tooth fairy. You lose
Mm-hmm.
another tooth, but really she just exchanged the same dollar that it's stupid relatable stuff. Comedic skits, but I was like, let me try something different. But no, I didn't. Honestly, I didn't. Um because I didn't think they were cringe, I thought they were like it's me like but
Mm-hmm.
now I look at them, I'm like, damn, yeah, for sure. It's definitely cringe. But I didn't know those were gonna gain a lot of traction and engagement. But how did you find, like, what video did you first find me on?
I saw, I forget what it was. I remember just seeing, like, I remember your face, and then the way when I've actually recognized you was when Cody Ko made a video about you.
Yeah.
So that's when I was like, oh, I've seen this guy's TikToks before, and then they kind of dug deeper into you.
Yeah.
Did you get a boost of? Did you get like a good boost of either followers or just people watching your videos after they made a video about you?
Um, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, I haven't even hit a mill yet. Not that I'm ungrateful, but I was averaging 2 mil videos, so like 2 mil
Mm-hmm.
views per video. So it's definitely not heard of to not reach a million yet. I worked so hard on it. Um, it definitely helped me for sure with the Cody stuff, but it also did come with a lot of his trolls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I'm not mad at Cody at all. I understand this is how the game works. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you said you're going to be dropping a lot of new content soon, so hopefully you'll be hitting that mill soon.
Oh, definitely, bro. I definitely expect it to my TikTok to hit a mill after posting this crazy stuff. I don't want to hype it up too much, but it's definitely worth watching. Definitely worth watching. That's all I gotta say.
I'm excited. I'm so excited for that.
Thanks, bro. So how old are you?
I'm 20. I think I'm turning 25. I have to check.
Check.
You think?
But yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. This whole year just flew by so freaking fast.
Dang, bro.
But yeah, 1996 is when I was born. So yeah, 2025. I'm gonna be hitting 25 soon. What does your family think of of your career choice?
Um, to be honest, bro, they don't really support it. Yeah, they don't really like what I'm doing. I don't think so. Um, I don't know exactly why exactly, because I'm their son or brother. My grandma does support me. She this I pay rent in the back house, but she definitely supports me. But more of my immediate family, I don't think they do, because they're traditional. They don't get it, and I don't expect them to get it because it's go to school. That's how you get successful type family. But yeah, no, I don't have any grudge or resentment towards them, but they don't understand.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Which I wish they did, because man, I'm an emotional kid. So, my parents' opinions mean a lot to me. And, when their opinion is not good or yada yada yada, it definitely, has an impact on me.
Yeah, that must be tough with the family, and then also when you started blowing up all like the trolls or the hate comments. So is there any way you were coping with it? Like, were you just constantly telling yourself that, like, I'm just gonna keep doing this, I'm just gonna keep making content that I want to make?
Yeah, yeah, man. I think, man, I'm trying to think, because it was kind of like so fast and long ago. Not long ago, but it was very fast. It happened so fast. I guess I just was like, I'm hurt, but something in me tells me to keep going, so I'm gonna keep going. And thank God I did, because I found my management, and that's who's helping me to get to the next level. So I'm very excited. But yeah, if I didn't keep going, bro, I probably would have. It wouldn't have meant anything to anyone. It'd have been, they weren't inspired by anything. They weren't like, I probably should do what he's doing despite all the shit that I'm about to get, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. What so um what do you do? Like, do you are you
Yeah, so I in like when I was like 16 years old and YouTube first became a thing, I would upload tutorials of how to do visual effects, of like make yourself teleport, like do other stuff in like After Effects. And I
right
was doing that up until last year, I would say.
on Premiere or Final Cut?
After Effects. So I do Adobe After Effects.
Damn, so you're like a VFX guy?
Yeah, and I went to college for VFX. I was like everyone in my school, like they wanted to either work for Pixar or like do Marvel films, and like everyone's career, like everyone just wanted to work for a studio. And then that's what I thought I wanted to do too. And then once I started working for a studio, I worked on like a Netflix film. And then once I realized there's people 35 years old there still paying down their student loans, and like no one likes what they're doing, because it's like no one reads the credits. No one's going to watch 10 minutes after a movie to see this guy cut out a tree. Like no one, like you're just invisible in that world. So, and that's when I realized that if I'm just working for some company, I'm just wasting my time, because I'll never do what I want to do, and then I'll never build up my name. So that's when I've decided to start my own media production company, and then I got an investor, I got an office. I like documented, and I wanted to document my whole thing, because I know that, like, even for instance when Apple was starting out from the basement, like no one documented it. So the only way you hear about the trouble that people went through, like almost going bankrupt like a bajillion times, it was never documented. So I wanted to document my whole story at the same time. And because I was doing media production, I had all the cameras, I had the people who could do it. So I was just filming everything, like every client. So I literally, for every shoot, I would have somebody shooting how I'm shooting for the client. So and that's what I wanted to do for YouTube. And then once COVID hit, I just kind of there's nothing to film. There was nothing to do. And then only recently, I would say about a month ago, I've decided to change it up and talk about more like business. And I've always wanted to do interviews with people. Like I even remember 2 years ago, I started interviewing like Instagram influencers, and I wanted to do like a whole like 5-minute videos of like what they do in their daily life, because so many people do different things. But I decided that now is the time for me to actually put all these personal passion projects together and actually start doing them. And I want to be doing interview videos once a week with different people in different fields, to just kind of understand what drives them, what keeps them going, what their plans are. Because there's so many people that, that say that they want to do something, but they just don't do it because they feel like it's either not the right time, or like there's so many reasons that people come up with not to try their own stuff. And that was the biggest thing for me, because even my parents were telling me like, oh, like don't start your company, like save up money, work for somebody else. But like if I don't do it now, and if I don't put like all of my effort into it, then I'm just going to be regretting it when I'm 40. I'm going to be like, man, what if I did this when I was 20, So I think that's like the thing I'm trying to do now, is just try to send that message to people.
Dude, that's awesome. That's crazy. So, dude, I would love to see your work with the VFX. After this, you gotta email me some work.
Yeah, I'll send you some clips.
I might need a VFX editor, bro.
Oh, no way. Hell yeah. That was the first TikTok video I've ever uploaded. This was back when it was Musical.ly. I like spent like 8 hours doing this effect, and then I uploaded it to TikTok, and it got like 700,000 views. Like after I uploaded it, and I was shocked. Of
do you do anything anymore on TikTok?
Not anymore, cause I was just trying different things, but like I maybe did like 3 VFX videos on TikTok, and then I just tried to do like reaction videos. I tried to do some business-oriented videos, but I like
they blow up, bro.
Yeah, maybe I should give it a shot. Maybe I should give it another shot.
No lie, no bullshit. Like they blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you went to college for it, I hear. So you probably got some shit. So you're like professional VFX?
Yeah, I'm even now, like from home, I've been working for a studio, like working on some ads and like corporate type stuff, like Citibank and stuff like that.
Yeah, bro, you gotta get out to LA. We need you, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. That's one of my, like I have so many friends who moved there too, and they all work in like a similar field, and it's like I just want to be out there.
Yeah, patience, bro. Your time is gonna come. You just gotta stay consistent. Like me, bro. Like I'm not where I want to be. Not where I need to be, honestly. So, but I know one day I will. So,
Yeah.
just keep working hard, bro. It'll pay off when you're 50 or when you're 27.
Yeah.
It'll pay off for sure.
Yeah.
What's your parents like think about it?
My parents, they didn't they didn't think that it was possible to like have my own company and stuff like that until I got an office. As soon as I got an office in Brooklyn, and I had a full-time editor who was working there, that's when I kind of realized like, oh, it's real. Because when you're sitting at home and you're just like doing stuff on the computer and you're just like making calls, they don't really know what's going on. They just think like, oh, you're just playing around doing something. But as soon as I got an office, that's when they kind of realized that like, oh, like this is legit. Like it's actually real. So
yeah,
and it helps because they are from like my dad was a cinematographer for like TV shows, and like my mom's a photographer, so it helped with them being in the same field. But they've just always wanted me to pursue the same route that like my sister did, which is like work for a company because that's stable. Like it's stable and you never have to worry about anything else. You're just dependent on
Hey,
somebody else.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, I hear you there, bro. You're going your own lane. That's what you got to go
Yeah.
get it. You know what I mean? Pioneer your own way.
Hell yeah.
Um, a lot of people don't get that though. Society likes to pressure you into doing what they want you to do, you know?
Yeah.
And it sucks because a lot of people fold into it. And even myself, I was close to giving in because, you know, with all that influence and talk, and you almost get brainwashed in a way.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of people are afraid of failing.
Mhm.
I don't mean to sound like Gary Vee, but a lot of people are afraid of like, well, what if, well, I mean, you don't have regret, you know, and that's the worst thing in life is to be like, I, I could have did it, you know, I should
Yeah.
have did it, you know. So yeah, you don't want to lay your head at night and you know,
Wondering what if. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know like that's cliche, but dude, it's the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I started off the like my I guess entrepreneur starting point was I wanted to do like luxury goods. So I was doing like leather phone cases, like random stuff like that. And then because it failed, because I realized that you had to. This was before like drop shipping. So like I would literally order a bajillion products to my house and then try to then sell them through my own website. And like that's when I realized I wanted to go into services. And this was like maybe like sophomore year in college. That's when I was like, I need to do services instead because then I'm not spending money to then try to resell it. And then now I'm more into outsourcing. So it's like I feel like every failure that you make, you kind of start realizing what you shouldn't be doing, and that kind of gets you more.
Yeah, and that's even more valuable than people telling you what to do, you know?
Yeah.
It's so valuable, bro, to go through it yourself like experience, like you said.
So you have anything else? Anything else to tell the viewers?
Yeah, so do you battle with like anxiety or mental health or
Me, I stress a lot about like small things, but like I've never gotten diagnosed for anything. I've never thought it was a big enough issue for me to go and get diagnosed, but I just have like usual stress, I'd say.
okay. Yeah, that's good, bro.
What about you?
Yeah, for sure, bro. I have super bad anxiety. I didn't start experiencing it until like end of high school, like senior year, and I get these panic attacks, bro, and it felt like I was the only one going through it in this whole world because I wouldn't talk about it, you know?
Mhm.
And the type of anxiety I have is like depersonalization. It's like feeling like everything is a dream 24/7, like you're in a dream state. Uh, it's pretty scary, bro, because nothing feels real. And you start to feel like an outer body kind of feel, and it gets you scared. You feel numb to everything, out of touch with your feelings, and just constantly tired, constantly on edge, you know, like any little loud bang, you get super scared. And um yeah, but I definitely found it seems like it gets worse as I get older, but you know, I hop off medication, hop back on. And I was raised in a household that was like, no, like that's not the answer, you know. But my mom was like had a big impact on it because she was like doing drugs and stuff. So gotta have there's definitely a chemical imbalance, you know. So I would like hop back off and onto them, and I wasn't doing too well. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it, and hopped off of them, bro. Like it was the craziest. Like, bro, my body actually got sick hopping off of them.
Damn.
And I don't smoke, and I drink, but not like too often. So I wouldn't say I'm a druggy or a drunk, you know.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I hopped off of them, bro, and like 2 3 weeks straight, bro. My body was just like aching, and I was getting sick, and then boom, you hit this breakthrough. But you experience this type of anxiety that's like kind of gnarly, bro. And you have to kind of adapt to it, or else you fade away. That's pretty deep, but like, yeah.
So does being a creator, does it kind of help you deal with it because you're setting your mind to other things and you're exploring different paths?
Uh, Kind of, man. It definitely gives me anxiety even more when I need to put out something.
Mhm.
Like maybe that's probably stress, but um, it definitely affects my work for sure. If I don't get enough sleep, I'm on edge all the time, man. That's probably the biggest thing is getting to sleep on time and having a set schedule, you know.
Mhm.
But I feel more creative now that I'm off the meds.
That's good.
But what comes to that is a lot of rainy days.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's me.
Before you started doing acting and music, what did you think you were going to be doing? Like, what were you planning for your career path?
That's a good question. So I was going to college for accounting, and I was dating a girl at the time, and her family is like very successful. Like her mom is very successful. Her dad owns like a bunch of Del Tacos, and she was, I took the route of school because even my parents like that's a no brainer. I got to go to school, right? So I go to school I go to school in San Diego. That's a town like a couple cities down south. You probably heard of San Diego, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
like 4 hours away from LA.
yeah, beautiful city where I wanted to be. I ended up I was like one unit away from transferring to university. I was at a JC because I didn't have enough money, and I only applied to one like big college. Never got in, but I moved. So then I would always feel like accounting, I was good at it, bro. I was good at school. I was never lazy, but it wasn't like it felt like I wasn't supposed to be there, bro. Like it just didn't feel right. And I felt like I was letting it made me feel like shit because I was letting my girlfriend's parents down, you know?
Mhm.
And it was weird, man. Like so I was battling that on trying to pay for rent down there because I was in an apartment. So it was definitely hard, rough patch of my life. We ended up breaking up. I ended up moving back to my hometown. My grandma had got a divorce, so she like moved back to my hometown, and I like rent. I like pay her rent at this like back house studio type. It was weird. Like it all like came together. We broke up. I felt like a lot of weight was off my shoulders because I felt looked down upon, like stupid that I wasn't, high up there like them. But yeah, um, I lost my freaking. I didn't even know what the question was.
Yeah, accounting. Yeah, so you're
Accounting, yeah.
doing accounting, and that's not something you wanted to actually be doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, definitely not. I was gifted by like God gave me definitely the gifts for numbers and stuff, but I don't think it was my purpose, bro.
You're going to be running music numbers up now.
I hope so. Yeah. Thank you, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What's
Awesome.
so you only there's only two songs right now.
Mhm.
Um I'll definitely if you shoot me your number, I'll send you something unreleased.
Yeah,
You
damn.
tell me what you think. It's it's a song that I posted a snippet on TikTok. That's the I don't even know yet. Yeah, that's that song. So I'll definitely send you something, man.
Hell yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, and I'll hit you up about that VFX. I might need a VFX guy.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Yeah, brother.
Awesome. Yeah. Anything else you want to cover?
No, I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, I think you're good. That was awesome. That was very insightful. I feel like that's a lot of things that like a lot of people didn't know about you.
I feel like
Yeah,
you
dude, I
those
definitely
on
don't.
there.
I don't get to explain this a lot because they only see like my TikTok side of me or my Instagram or any other socials. I don't feel like I need to, you know, fit to them for them to like me.
Mhm.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on here, for taking your
Thanks.
time. This is awesome.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. It's an honor to be on your interview. I wish you
Thank you.
nothing but success, man. And I hope you have great holidays and Happy New Year, man.
Thank you. You too. You too.